Weapons online.
Hello everybody and welcome to ISC Week 5 EMP versus JGX Black Omen. Number 1 team versus the other top 5 team, because I can't remember what place they're in right now. Here with me tonight, Cyclone Jack from Dropship 4.
What's going on, cats? Hope everybody's having a great day.
We have some good drops today. In drop 1 and 2 we have Grim Plexus. Drop 3 and 4 Mining Collective. Drop 5 Canyon Network. And I assume both these teams are very accustomed to Canyon Network. And things are moving along smoothly tonight. We have both teams in the lobby right now. So we are just cruising along here. And if I can find it. Good thing to note is EMP has been on a wrecking train as of this tournament. They have not looked back at all after they've started to wreck ship all over the place.
Have they even lost a single drop yet, system?
I think one.
One.
I think one. I'm looking for it.
If that's not saying something about a powerhouse team, I don't know what is.
I mean, JGX Black Omen is a great team, having some of Eon, some of Jaguar Guard. So they are here to massacre, and hopefully they have a good chance at doing so.
Absolutely. We even see some Eon and Dropship 5 in the mix, which is pretty awesome.
You know, I don't think anybody has, actually. Blackwatch didn't get a win. MS, nobody did. They haven't lost a drop yet.
That's insane.
It's freaking insane. And JGX Black Omen beat CXF 4-1, beat Majestic 12 4-1, 5-0'd White Knight Legion, and Waffle House. They 5-0'd.
But interesting little tidbit of information. They're not the first place team right now.
That is true.
DSAG currently holding first place in the tournament. I mean, maybe not after this match, but you know.
For the time being, yeah. Oh no, it says, what the? Okay, well, yesterday it says JGX Black Omen's first place for me.
Well, interesting.
Then Majestic 12, then DSAG, and now EmpyreaL.
Okay.
Lies. Well, everything's going to change after tonight.
Absolutely. So I'm really looking forward to seeing these drops, seeing what these two titans of teams are going to be playing on the battlefield. Because, I mean, there is no playing the meta when it comes to talking about teams like these. These guys write the damn meta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they set the standard for other competitive teams to follow. Whether it be strats, whether it be builds, whether it be mech selection, whatever the case is, if you're not doing it like these two teams, you're not doing it right.
That is true. A lot of people even look at Bowser to see what he's playing and why.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm guilty of it myself. I actually got a couple builds off of him, off of some mechs.
And as always, all drops are the 3-cap conquest with 325-ton max, and each chassis may only be used 5 times over the set of these drops. So expect some interesting Intersphere mechs, as always. And now we got EMP locked, so it'll be interesting to see how, because Black Omen didn't have a good time against them in the Martial Olympiad last season. But we'll see if they've worked out some kinks and got some new strategies for these drops with 6v6. Because someone needs to challenge.
Everyone's saying this is the game to watch. So let's see how it goes. I don't know about you, but I'm sitting on pins and needles.
I'm sitting on my cell phone, which is buzzing away because my wife wants donuts.
It is National Donut Day, by the way.
That's the problem. She ain't getting any.
Mmm.
So let's talk about. I mean, look at we got Charlemagne on an EMP, an XD5 member, and then the opposite Navid and the JGX side, Black Omen side, another D5. Got a lot of huge names here. We got Lizzie, we got Crass, Pasha, Bowser, Stimrog, Reckless, the Magician, even from SJR.
And over on Black Omen, we're looking at Pasha, Dario, Navid, Krasnopinski, Bearclaw, and Lizzie from Aeon.
I gotta think these are just 6 and 6 of the to how much team these guys got.
See if they start swapping people in and off the bench, see who else they pick up and who they play.
That's true. It's a lot of good freaking players. They're only what, 2,500 on average better than me? That's fine.
I mean, it's the little things, right?
And across places too, because frickin' Stimrog's in Europe. Pasha and Crass are way over there too. I know Bowser's from the States. These guys are from all over the place.
Alright, system, here we go. Drop one, buddy. You ready?
Weapons online.
I gotta quit rotating on my squeaky chair.
Get yourself this either way, buddy.
Yeah. I'm just too excited. I mean, because not only do you look for these guys to mix, you look to these guys for strategies.
Oh, absolutely.
Maps. Especially on a map like this. This is right where we found out that hiding behind the Epsilon side, Blackwatch used that way back, and it just absolutely murdered a lot of teams. But I am staring at EmpyreaL, who brought an Assassin 23, Flea 17, Stalker 5S, Warhammer 6D, Vulcan 5T, and a Roughneck 3A. What do you got on the JGX Black Omen side?
I got Bearclaw and a Warhammer 60, Dario and a Flea 17, David and a Wolfhound 2, a Grasshopper 5H pilot by Crass, and a BJ3 from Pasha, and a Battlemaster 1G by Lizzie. This is different.
Definitely a nice mix of mechs.
Absolutely. Got Navid pushing real fast in that Wolfhound. Going right up to Hamburger Hill, right past it, heading up towards the center.
Yeah, I got eyes. Oh, Kappa something might be happening right there.
Looks like the entire team's going Gamma except for Navid and that Wolfhound going center towards Theta. And we got one all the way out in Kappa who's about to get jumped on by two. Is Dario about to get picked off by Charlemagne and Selith? And an assassin in the Flea? Ooh, this could be dangerous. This could be real dangerous real quick. And there go the shots. Here. You got to scrape off on Charlemagne and you got to scrape off on Selith. Let's see what happens. I'm wondering if Dario can get away scot-free or not.
And Sealis brought 3 streak 6s, so yeah, he's got to just get in that range.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Looks like Dario's down to 85%. And that Epsilon, I see a fight brewing over there, and Dario's getting chased down by these two. These two are just hungry for Dario. They don't want to give him up. And Dario's so far away from his team, that doesn't look good to me.
He's got a lot of running to do.
Mm-hmm. It looks like there might be a fight starting up right up here behind that Epsilon line, that back wall that we've seen used so much lately.
Yeah, Crass and that Grasshopper 5H. Looking the wrong way right now because he could be putting sights on Reckless.
When Dario is all the way down to 61% and leg dirty. Dario is down by Charlemagne and Seleth. That's it. A flea already out of combat. Taken too soon.
Yeah. But like I said, he was double teamed right off the bat and just didn't have a good chance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, EMP playing it smart here, trying to stick against the wall.
Here we go, Black Omen pushing up. We got Crass and Lizzie right up front in that Battlemaster and that Grasshopper 5H. Bearclaw right behind Lizzie and his Warhammer. And we got Navid all the way around in front of the wall, still in that Wolfhound too, as if he's looking for somebody, waiting for something. But, what is he waiting for? His friends are getting into combat. That's what he's waiting for. He sees Seleth and that Assassin 23. I think he wants that one-on-one.
Oh yeah, the good fight
coming out. They're taking on Reckless and Seleth right now. No more one-on-one. This is a 2-on-2 brawl. Ooh, Reckless all the way down to 65. Navid's down in that Wolfhound. Seleth and that Assassin finishing him off quick. Pasha's all the way down to 69. Reckless down to 61%. This isn't happy. Ooh, that's just sheer pain. And there goes Pasha on that Blackjack 3. Seleth and Reckless walking away from that fight.
Did get hit by the strike, but not enough damage to take them out of the fight.
We've got Bearclaw, Crass, and Lizzie left pushing this back hill, and they've got Seleth and Reckless coming up from behind. This is going to be pain right here. Ooh, and down goes Lizzie from Bowser, Stalker 5S. Crass getting hit on from behind by Seleth. This, Reckless finally going down on that 5T. Crass finishing him off. But is it going to be enough? Nope, there goes Crass by Bowser. Again, Bowser just doing work in that Stalker. And last but not least, Bearclaw and that Warhammer. Down to 50%, and he's down. That's the ball game.
Yeah, good try by JGX Black Omen. I mean, look at Bowser, 39%, Stimrog at 54%. But walk me through those damage numbers, because they look pretty good.
So up on EMP, the Magician finishing off with 350. Stimrog still up with 329. Bowser doing 256. Reckless with 185. Seleth and that Assassin doing 473. And I blame the SRMs for that one. That's a lot of spread, a lot less focus. Charlemagne doing 93. We got Nathan and that Wolfhound doing 87. Dario doing 61. Lizzie and the Battlemaster doing 440. Crass doing 382. Bearclaw doing 345. And Pasha doing 167. That's a fight.
Weapons online.
EMP being very, very precise with their shots. Not tons of high damage games, but they're literally just picking off components and finishing off mechs at the drop of a hat. There's no playing around with these guys.
Well, Reckless getting 54 team damage. Most after that is 4 with Bowser.
I think I know why Reckless did it too, and I think he pulled the same trick that I do all the time. You drop the smoke and then you fight in it, and well, when your buddy behind in front of that Epsilon wall just dancing around in smoke, you're about to get hit by shells, right?
Yeah, gotta let him charge you. But some good, lots of 8 component destructions on the JGX side, but with Celis getting 6 and that Assassin 23, 2, and 2 for the Magician, Bowser, and Charlemagne. Yeah, Celis doing great work in that Assassin 23. Oh, I gotta sit still. Hot diggity.
Weapons online.
Wait a minute. I think I got that right.
Yeah, that looks right.
Okay, somebody dropped. I don't know who dropped, but I was like, wait a minute.
Stimrog.
Gotcha.
Believe me, I was staring at it too. I'm like, who did drop out of here? No one gets to be sneaky today. So a good drop from EMP to start this one off. JGX having good chances in there, but just losing the flea off the bat, and basically bringing the other two mechs right back to the fight, or on their way to the fight.
They sat back. They played cagey. They picked things off before people could get to them. They played the game, man.
Yeah, well, as we've seen, I know you guys did it too, and did it great both times. There's a lot of angles you can get on that hill, where if you're the team watching the two caps, you have an advantage of the two caps.
See,
but
there's
if you
a hard
come around
counter to that though, and EMP knows it. EMP knows it very well. They dropped back so they were no longer silhouetting on top of the mountainside, and they waited for Black Omen to push up and silhouette themselves so they could take shots. If you look back, Bowser and his buddy literally dropped further back, dropped in alcoves, dropped in lowland, and waited for them to push on them. And the minute they started pushing on them, they weren't silhouetting, taking pot shots down at them. They waited for them to crest, and that extra time gave EMP what they needed to just rip open components.
Yeah.
And this isn't happy.
Oh, we have a friendly tear up in the chat. Good to see you back, buddy.
I want to see what they do with the other side. We've seen the Epsilon rear wall strat before. I want to see what they do now from the other side.
Yeah. Well, JGX saying they were locked, but they have lost somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could do it with 5. I wouldn't recommend it.
Definitely not from a position of playing against EMP. I wouldn't suggest it at all.
I hope so. Well, if we got some time, I guess we should look at the Mappity strat.
Weapons online.
Which I probably don't have set up. No. Haha, there we go.
So talk to me, system. Tell me this tale.
Because we had... What am I on red paint? I'm on red paint first. I think it was Dario. Dario went down to Kappa. Better be frickin' Dario. While the rest of the team for JGX went to Sigma. And then moved up behind Epsilon in the Fox 10 G10. Where EMP brought 2 to Kappa. And basically chased Dario all halfway back to the action. Where the rest of EMP was trying to work and swing around the F10 side, catch them off guard. Like you said, doing some nice work hiding the alcoves and stuff. While the other fight happened behind Epsilon. And yeah, just EMP just came on top of each battle that they had. I mean, like, not like it was fair for Dario. He was going to die. I'm sorry. Because if you're on the run like that, you're kind of screwed. Frick, yelling too much over here. Yeah, still waiting on JGX to bring their 6th guy back.
A little bit of a connection problem, but that happens.
Yeah, what was Charlemagne doing in that fleet? He only got 93 damage.
Pretty sure he was picking off legs, man. Once they start opening up components, you just need to finish them off real quick. And that pinpoint precision damage after the servers blasted open that armor was all he needed to do. And I mean, before running back to the team and being able to really get in there, I don't know.
We only got 2 component destructions with that 93. Although, I mean, I don't know if that shows legs when you...
2 components, man. That's 2 legs.
That's true, yeah. Or 1 kill.
Hmm?
Because I know Dario got 61, but he was being chased the whole time. He was kind of...
Yeah, trying to twist and dive and ditch, because, you know...
yeah, he was basically screwed running back for help.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a mech, but I don't think that's how that works in this situation.
Yeah, streaks are a little bit different, so... It's hard to dodge streaks. Gotta put the jets on. And then Nav not getting over 100 in that Wolfhound as well, getting jumped.
Oh god, I'm so anxious.
Yeah, I'm excited for drop 2 to
Weapons
see how this rolls
online.
again.
These long wait period between matches, I just can't stand it, man. That first match was electric. That was insane watching those movements. I don't know, maybe it's just me being a fanboy. I feel like I'm almost watching an action movie, watching these 2 like amazing teams. It's like some dudes kind of get excited for watching the Stanley Cup or the World Series, but this is it. These are the 2, you know, in my opinion, 2 of the best teams in the game, with some of the best players the Mech Warriors ever seen in the comp scene, and they're just ripping and tearing at each other.
They are 2 of the premier teams, that's for sure. So then who's Rambo?
I don't know.
We'll let the fans figure that out. Try to figure out who's Rambo in this drop. Or in any of them, really. Or is it more like Predator? Let me know. I believe we have both teams locked. Crass giving us a yes.
Weapons online.
And I mean, EMP's always ready for everything, so. Like I said before, EMP just don't want to lose. They're fighting.
Here we go.
What are you looking at, my friend?
I'm looking at Team 1 Black Omen. Looking at 3 Wolfhound 2s, an Annihilator 1, a Fleet 17, and an Annihilator 2A. This is different.
Yeah, bringing the 2 Annihilators out and the 4 lights. Should be an interesting drop.
Lizzie and Pasha and these 2 Annihilators immediately cutting towards Gamma. Everybody else heading towards Kappa. This is interesting.
I'm staring at Charlemagne in the Flea 17. Sealith back in the Assassin 23. It's almost the same deck for Imperial. Bowser in the Stalker, got the Warhammer and the Roughneck.
And it looks like Dario is about to meet 2 of his old friends over here, Charlemagne.
Kappa is under enemy control. Enemy forces have Sigma.
And Selith guarding Kappa, but they don't realize it's a 4-man of Black Omen coming around for Kappa at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, Dario trying to bait.
Looks like they're taking the bait. Looks like they're taking the bait. Here we go.
Kappa is under
And then we've
enemy
got the
control.
lone Annihilators waddling towards Gamma.
Yeah, they got all the time in the world.
They're sitting here chilling.
And this is not a good place for Sealith and Charlemagne to be. Gonna get jumped 4-2.
Yep, here we go. The fight's already started. 4-2.
All they
And
gotta do
with
is
those
get a
two
leg.
UAVs popped by EMP now knows 4 of their mechs from Black Omen are dedicated right here, and Seleth and Charlemagne playing a little bit of mid-range, with Seleth getting caught out literally on the point by himself, isolated, and legged, and that's Seleth down. Charlemagne taking off, leaving his buddy behind. Screw no man gets left behind in this instance. Charlemagne's out, man.
It's true. Better to lose one than to lose two.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I think Charlemagne should be fine here. He's got a far enough lead on these other guys to get out of there safely. But it'd be interesting to see what JGX is doing now with these annihilators.
Charlemagne's still healthy, looking at 81%. We've got the rest of EMP just kind of chilling behind that wall, going back again behind Epsilon. Looks like they're... Are they setting up, or are they cutting back in towards Theta?
It looks like they're splitting Epsilon as well as the far side. The G10
That's
line.
different. Reckless taking the front of the wall, the other 3 taking the rear of the wall. And we've got Charlemagne doing Charlemagne things, heading back towards Sigma.
Is that a thing? Charlemagne things?
Charlemagne things, man.
Doing his business.
Absolutely, and Navid and Bearclaw and the Wolfhound looking a little smoky.
I mean, JGX has the cap lead, so... It's a weird cap position to have, Kappa and Gamma, but I mean, they're going to hold Gamma. That's obvious. Now they're just watching the rest of the map to make sure no one comes back to take Kappa, and at this point, EMP ain't going for it.
Nope. We still got Reckless in the front of Epsilon, and Bowser, Stimrog, and Magician at the rear of Epsilon.
Let's take a look, see what these annihilators brought.
Charlemagne running to catch up behind him in Epsilon.
5 Ultra 5s, 3 AC 5s, 3 AC 10s for Pasha.
Oh, we've got contact. We've got Pasha and Lizzie trading shots over at the boys from behind Epsilon.
I don't know how much damage he's doing at that distance, but he did bring Bowser down 5%.
That's something, man. Means he was doing something.
It's a start.
Ooh, that's an airstrike. They're not going to hit anything. Everybody moved out of the way. Both Lizzie and Pasha are backing up those annihilators, kind of playing careful. Reckless, seeing Navid coming in. He's going to be seeing Bearclaw in a second. Maybe Bearclaw's backing off a little bit, seeing if he can bait Reckless.
Oh yeah, strikes out on both sides.
Yep, here we go. Airstrikes are real.
Yeah, I don't think Reckless and Charlemagne and Stimrog are going to take that risk to jump over there, but they might with the Magician and Bowser with them now. I think Charlemagne's going to get eyes on the Annihilators, because if they figure they're out of position further over there, they got a chance.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. We've got Bearclaw and Navid running back. It looks like it's Pasha and Lizzie. We've got one lone light.
You're taking the long route to Sigma.
Yeah, taking the long road to Sigma. Dario and that flea. I mean, all alone. You gotta wonder: is he worried about getting ganged again? Or do you think they've got enough information at this point that they know that the whole team's over by Epsilon, moving towards Gamma at this point? Yeah. Except for Charlemagne. I have this sixth sense that Charlemagne's going to run up on Dario, and it's going to be somebody giving somebody their lunch money at this point.
Yeah, that's not what Dario wants to run into again. Although he's at a good percentage right now, 98% on his 80 to Charlemagne's 81.
Yeah. So Bowser, Magician, and Stimrog, along with Reckless, off the side of the center hill by Theta. And Black Omen just kind of hanging out back there by Gamma. Holding choke points, watching lanes of fire.
Yeah,
and
the only
at this
problem...
point, it kind of feels like a standoff, you know what I mean, dude?
Basically, yeah. With those Annihilators not having AC2s, the range is a little bit more limited, but...
Igor Charlemagne going for Kappa.
Yeah, they gotta start doing something if they're not going to engage, so like you said... With Dario at Sigma, they're kind of hesitating, and maybe one of them's going to head over there as well. Although I doubt. Oh, Miraculous might be in the Vulcan. Because a 3 cap lead's a little bit going to be much for EMP.
Absolutely, but now they're just trading control points. Charlemagne and Dario are eventually going to run into each other, and that's going to be a hell of a light fight. Both of them solo. Really going to see who's got the cojones to pull one off and really knuckle up.
Oh yeah, because it's about to happen too.
Kappa is under enemy control.
Well, somebody ran off to Sigma. Somebody ran off after Dario. Who is that?
Yeah, Reckless coming after Dario.
Ooh, Reckless and Dario, a Flea and a Vulcan. That's going to be an interesting fight.
Oh, he ain't going to catch up, but those 5 medium pulse would do a lot more than he wants.
A little bit of damage. Let's see if where Reckless chases him, because, I mean, Dario might not know.
Stimrog and the Magician getting a bit too pushy here as well. Pasha's just around the corner.
Watching that fatal funnel, this could be it. This could be it. Pasha poking out. Magician doesn't see him yet. Magician's looking right. Is Pasha going to light him up? Oh, God, here it goes. Down to 93%. 88%. Here we go. Fatal funnel, 2-on-1. Bear Claw and Pasha versus Magician. Oh, that's just pain. He's all by himself. Oh, shit, and here comes Stimrog in that Roughneck 3A. Magician's down. Magician's down.
Yeah,
Stimrog running, taking off. Oof. It's 6-4. That's pain right there.
With a cap
Those
lead.
are 2 heavy hitters off the table. What are they going to do? Are they going to hold back? Are they going to play it cagey? Are they going to watch themselves? Black Omen got the cap number lead right now. 445 to 274. Caps are straight up even, Gamma and Kappa. Sigma with a hairline capture from EMP, but all it takes is Dario running over and trying to grab that from him. Sigma's gone too.
Yeah, smart move by them putting the strike on that hillside too, so he didn't back out that way. He had to go.
That
out.
obscures a little vision too, man. I'm telling you. I bet you people aren't lighting up Stimrog a little better because they can't see through that. That red smoke's gone now. Of course, I had to say something. Open my big fat mouth. And here comes Crass coming in from the side for the flank. Stimrog and Bowser at 67 and 59%.
Yeah,
Here it
big
comes.
strike on him.
The push. The push. Bear Claw moving in with Crass. The 2 Wolfhounds coming to bully. A little bit of boxing right here.
Oh, there's a life fight too, isn't there?
Yup.
Can't get over there because Bowser's Stimrog going down.
Bear Claw finished him off. Bowser at 34% with Crass. Here goes Bowser. Down goes Bowser. Oof. That's it. 5-1 or 6-1. God, I can't math. I think I've been hitting the head in Cuba too many times.
Yeah, Dario beating out Reckless in that Vulcan.
All we gotta do is wait for Black Omen to cap, and that's the ball game. That's 1-1, man. We were talking about Titans, and this is it. That did not disappoint.
That is right. That's the first drop loss for EMP.
Ever.
Ever. Well, homie, walk me through those damage numbers.
Those damage numbers. Well, we got Pasha doing 574, Lizzie doing 567, Navid doing 206, Bearclaw doing 252, Krasnopinski doing 342, and Dario doing 233. All the way down, Charlemagne doing 143, Selith doing 131, Bowser doing 363, Stimrog doing 251, Reckless with the 135, and Magician with 78. Now, I gotta emphasize, these guys are 2 great teams, but the numbers tell. Isn't everything with these matches. We saw similar numbers out of EMP the first drop. And that was a win. That was pure efficiency.
Weapons
so, I mean, we see
online.
a lot of big numbers. Doesn't always mean the world.
That's right, yeah. I mean, good work by Pasha. We got 5 component destructions. Crass and the Wolfhound, 5 component destructions. And then 2, 2, and 2 for Lizzie, Dario, and Bearclaw.
We're moving on to Polaris City next.
Yeah, Bowser still among Charlemagne getting 6 component destroys between the 3 of them, but yeah, just not, like I said, getting picked off 1 and then 2, and then after that just not being in the right place at the right time.
With certain matches and certain teams, you lose a mech, maybe 2, you can pull something
Weapons
off. But when you're
online.
talking high caliber players, they smell weakness. It's like, I don't know. It's ridiculous. They see that wound and they just start hammering it over and over again, man. Can't do that.
They see the knife wound and go for it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And that's ruthless. But it looks like we got some time, so while my scores are updated 1-1, JGX Black Omen 8 kills versus EMP's 7 kills. Let us take a look-see. What happened?
Still discoed, so rather than the lobby going a little funky, I kicked them.
Oh, because he discoed, yeah, sorry. It is Mining Collective, yes.
Yep, I know.
Oh, you just trying to trick him too?
No. I stopped because I saw the disconnect.
Just not, man. You get Solaris. Strategy right out the window.
Weapons online.
I mean, we could just make them play on Solaris. I mean, I'm down with it. Right? Let's
true.
throw them both a curveball. Let's see what they do.
Yeah,
Adapt and overcome, boys. Let's see it. Come on.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, looking at the map strat, we had Team 1 was JGX this time, correct? Who sent 4 big dogs into Kappa. Who hid behind that G3 side.
Lights, man.
Yeah, hid behind the hill while Dario... Was it Dario? It was somebody.
Dario and a flea.
Dario and the Flea baited the 2 EMP players to Kappa and passed and pounced the hell out of them. While the 2 Annihilators basically went to Gamma and hung out here in Indigo 8 and were basically there till the end of the match. I think they got to Hotel 8 as far as they got. While EMP on the other side went to Sigma, went to Echo 10, Foxtrot 10, and then snuck around Epsilon, snuck around G10, had eyes on Gamma, but didn't do much, then slowly moved their way towards Gamma 8 to start, which was the end of their match win streak in this one. And losing... Oh, who did they lose first? Oh!
They lost South first.
No, they lost the Magician. The Magician pushed in too hard. Stimrog was still way too far behind him. I don't think he had line of sight as well.
Did they?
Yeah.
I could be mistaken.
Oh yeah, because they took down Sealith first, but then when the Annihilators.
Yes.
Sorry. Because Charlemagne got out of there. Sealith was like, "I'll take one for you, man. Let him take me." And that's all she wrote on that one. Thanks for your sacrifice, Selith. We appreciate it. And going back to the map, yeah, that's basically what happened. EMP pushed in just a little bit too much, losing the Magician, losing Stimrog, and that was basically the end of the match. Oh yeah, plus the light fight. Damn it. Can't even remember. Dario went to Sigma, then tried to go Delta 8 back towards Theta, towards the center, and met with the Vulcan there, and they battled it out. I'll draw exactly what happened. There was a lot of squibbledy-doos and doodads and doobibs and
Twists and turns and
someone died.
spirals and God knows what the hell happened next. .363, Stimrog doing 251.
Weapons online.
And that was a win.
So you're saying my mic is still aft?
Apparently.
I hate this freaking thing. I'm gonna shoot somebody.
Easy there, Cujo. Down. Figure it out.
I've been pushing all the right buttons. Hasn't fixed nothing.
I mean,
Or it doesn't like me. One of the two.
either way.
Have to call my sound guy.
Fire your sound guys, more like it.
Fire. The sound guy's me right now, so
I could fire you if you want. We'd find a new you.
I'm getting fired. Son of a... Well, what do you expect to see here on Mining Collective?
Pardon?
What do you think we're going to see here on Mining Collective?
I'm guessing point control from EMP. You've got a lot of areas like cakes and top towers and side areas and the reactors that you can play a lot of range control, and you can kite and shoot and play. I don't know. Personally, I love a good brawl, but it's always just wham bam and way too finished too soon. So I don't know. I kind of want to see a long range or like a mid range control, maybe devolve into a brawl, and see what these teams can really do when they knuckle up and square up.
Yeah, because they haven't used their grasshoppers yet, whereas JGX Black Omen has used 2 so far. 2? 1. Sorry, it dropped 1. Yeah, just Crass brought it. Although, like I said, there's a lot of room for BJ3s in this drop. Or Trebuchets. You guys with Yin Yang did a lot of good work with that Trebuchet. Huge damage numbers from him.
We love our Trebuchets, man. What can I say?
Sweet lord. Well, I know Bowser loves his Trebuchets too, so...
Me and Yin Yang and a Trebuchet is kind of fun times, but I don't know. I'd love to see Bowser pull one out, maybe. Maybe do a little work. We'll see. Could we see EMP pull some Clag, maybe? What do you think?
Would people accept that?
I mean, it's EMP. It's the new meta if that happens, right?
Basically, yeah. Unless JGX Black Omen does it first.
Fair enough, fair enough.
And I gotta pull detective mode, I gotta Scooby-Doo this stuff, I gotta pull off their masks. And it's back to EMP.
He would have gotten it away with it too if it wasn't for you rotten kids.
It's just Eon in disguise.
Yeah, right?
They do have Lizzie, so they're on the right track. Because
There you
Lizzie
go.
is a very aggressive, dangerous man to play with.
Mm-hmm.
He puts out, he wants results.
Yep.
And he'll let you know. So we're just waiting on the teams playing around here, moving. Probably looking at a little bit of strategy, what they want to do here.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Black Omen to finish and lock in.
Oh, I guess while we're sitting here, we should also talk. There's a 3v3 tournament coming up soon. I've been reading that on the MWO Comp Discord. I'm actually pretty excited for that. It's probably going to be a weekend event.
Is this one all clan?
I do not know. I think it's mixed.
Mixed.
It's all
3v3,
clan.
huh?
3v3. I think there's... What is it? I have to look at my things. The Renegade 3s.
Ooh. These names are spicy. I like them.
180 ton max. Max 1 class. No heroes. Or no hero limit. Does that mean you can bring all heroes?
I guess so. I
But the
want to
winners
play
can't
a,
use those mechs again.
I want to play a Purifier, a Virago, and Sleipnir. Drop one. What do you think?
Yeah, oh yeah. That's a good draw. I'm a Purifier champ. I love that mech. I guess while we're here too, we should say once again, I'd like to thank Cousin Indigo for the stat sheet that we have put up, as well as go check him out on the Incoming Missile podcast on YouTube. As well, you can check out my man here, Cyclone Jack, on Twitch TV, if you're looking for some good, positive mech vibes.
I very much appreciate it, my friend. But yeah, Cousin Indigo and Captain Cat doing the Incoming Missile podcast, doing some phenomenal stuff. Just finished up and posted on YouTube an interview with the two of them doing a roundtable with Bearclaw about the current state of the game and Russ's speech on the podcast with No Guts, No Galaxy. Very interesting stuff. They've done interviews with Ashlyn Black, with myself, with Fiora Bunny.
They do an interview with you?
They did an interview with me, correct?
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
I have to go find it. chase you down.
There you go.
Yeah, but I follow Bear Claw's input on what Russ said. I feel the same way as he does.
I don't know, man. I like to stay positive. You know me, I'm a positive guy.
Well, I mean, he was being honest. It's good.
That's
and
fair.
positive. It's positive. It's good as it can get, really.
Yeah. I'm not saying that he's not positive, in the least. I love Bear Claw. He's a great guy. Good buddy. Get to drop in and hang out with him, do some drops with him on occasion. He always comes in and says hi and hangs out with me. But I don't know. I guess I'm one of those guys that doesn't want to let go. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there at this point. Black Omen is locked. We're waiting on EMP to finish up and lock in. They've only got 5 pilots in the lobby. Waiting to see what they do. Their positioning is a little different here. 2 Alpha, 2 Charlie so far, 1 in Bravo. I'm wondering if that missing 6th man is going to be the 2nd in Bravo.
Will we see Vexus today?
I
don't think he's been in many drops. I know I was looking at his numbers earlier. He had some good numbers, but it depends if he's here, actually. I could just look. I mean, they got tons of players. Although they don't have Ash. Ash is super busy with real man business stuff, so I know he's not getting much done lately.
Absolutely.
Which sucks. That's why he hasn't been casting as well.
If you're out in Australia, be sure to check out one of the steakhouses. That man knows how to cook a mean steak. Definitely look him up.
Yeah, there might be a lot of strategy talk going on right now on the EMP side.
Always something, man. You're talking to top tier teams. You want to make sure you're ready for everything.
That is right.
Make sure everybody's on the same page. Things are, set up right, and maybe grab a Panther or Thanatos in there for good measure. You know what I'm saying?
Try to make the Panther work. Make Panthers great again, please.
Panther's beasts, man. I don't know.
Yes, it's basically the Hunchback, but with that, what's that movie? Damn it. M. Night Shyamalan. With the guy with the jacked arm. The single jacked arm.
There you go.
It's so good.
There we go. 6-1. Stimrog, Selith, Bowser, Charlemagne, Rick Rom, and Reckless for the 6-man on EMP, it looks like. Yep, and I called it. 2, 2, and 2. Let's see if they lock in. Are they going to lock in? Are they going to do it?
Oh my! If they just go and charge and battle 2v2v2, I'm gonna have an erection. I know they won't do it, but if they do, I'm gonna get Saruman chubby in this thing.
Oh boy.
Just a little bit longer, come on.
Two people to hit ready. 2 people to hit ready. Ah, 3 people. Sell it. Don't do this to me. You're breaking my heart.
Everyone's waiting. Yeah, I don't think AUP wanted to be in this position either. Having the two drop win lead is probably what they wanted. Then they could. I mean, they're not easing up. Nobody's easing up in this match. But
there
at least with
no
that
reason.
2-drop lead, they could be like, okay, now we can, go just as hard, I guess.
Fair enough. Damn it, Rick Rock.
I mean, he's never going to give you up. Oh, here we
Weapons
go.
online.
Party time.
Oh god, I want those dropships coming now. Please hurry up.
Dang right. And as always, it is a Sigma Theta Gamma cap point only for this one. But walk me through what you got on your side, because it looks pretty familiar what we've seen so far.
Over here on EMP side, I see Bowser and a Blackjack 3, Daleth and a Vulcan 5T, Stimrog and a Grasshopper 5P, Charlemagne and a Wolfhound 2, Rick Rom and a Warhammer 6D, and Reckless and a Roughneck 3A.
Yeah, I got Navid in a Phoenix Hawk 2, so we're bringing some ECM here. Lizzie in the Grasshopper 5.8, Crass in the Roughneck 3A, Bearclaw in the Roughneck 3A, Dario in the Wolfhound 2, and Pasha bringing out the Blackjack BJ3. Yeah, 2 air PPCs. That ain't gonna change.
Daleth up on top near Theta.
Oh, he's not gonna have a good time right now. Crass and Bearclaw right
Reckless
here, right
and
now.
Rick Rom right here ready.
Yeah, they're close.
Yup. And Bowser up on top. Oof. Oof. Pasha's in the back of the BJ3. We got strikes down. Ooh, this stuff's just getting interesting. Reckless, Saleth, and Rick Rom pushing up on the Echo ramp. Are they going to take top? Are they going to push right into him? What are they going to do?
Oh, it's this large laser, large pulse battle. Bowser not in a good position, down to 80% already.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Bear Call down to
beautiful
69%.
strikes.
Crash down to 80%. Dario down to 95%. Something just blew off somebody. I think Saleth just lost a limb. Yep, looks like Saleth just lost something.
Oh, beautiful strike. Just missed Crass.
Hmm. Reckless and Rick Rom playing cautious. Saleth still sitting up on top by Theta.
Oh, Bowser's got 2 heavy PPCs, but that shoulder is open. His left shoulder's open. Back armor's yellow. Yeah, he's not in a good place right now. You gotta be a little bit more careful.
We got Black Omen sitting back.
Good work so far from both teams. EMP holding the cap lead. I don't know how much that's going to take in this match, but for now they just got to sit and hold off. I think Stimrog's been trading with the other Grasshopper, Lizzie. Not winning those trades down to 78%. Although if he's only been trading Lizzie, there's not much of a difference at 83%. Good old stalemate. It's a Mexican standoff.
Saleth up top. Charlemagne going up the ramp. Rick Rom and Reckless sitting by the ramp. Bowser still sitting in the back here, just kind of chilling. Nobody poking, nobody trading. A little bit of smoke down by Saleth. Let's see what. Ooh. So close to Saleth.
Did that? No, it didn't touch it. That was close.
Nope, that was close.
It's the Stimrog and Lizzie just firing from across the map at each other.
On the edge of my seat, I tell you what. Stimrog down to 68.
It's one of those things where patience is super essential in a match like this. I know
Is
it
he
doesn't work
down
like
to
that in
80?
quick play, but
Not at all.
oh, Bowser jumping down for good measure because Navid up there, he probably could have easily worked on Bowser.
Even the Phoenix Hawk. See what he does here. Edge of my seat, waiting to see who pushes, who falters, who wavers first. Ooh, and we have Krasnopensky and that Roughneck coming around.
Oh, Charlemagne
Echo
getting hit
line.
with the strike.
Is Kras gonna come up behind him? Is he
No,
gonna do something?
he's
Or is
staying
he gonna
low
sit
ground.
there?
I think he was just using strikes from down there.
Oh, maybe. I'd love to see him come up that ramp and watch the rest of Black Omen push up towards him. See if they can get some vantage points, roll and wrap. Do something. They really don't have eyes right now, other than Stella peeking over that one side and
Yeah, they know where the two lights are.
avenues and yep. You got Stimrog trying to take some elevation. These back tanks back here in the industrial section. Well, English is hard. Apologies.
Yeah, I think everybody's out of UAVs, so... Yes, Saleth and Navid trading. I think Pasha wants to come in and help him out, take out Saleth and that Vulcan. Great idea. If they can pull it off. Oh yeah, Saleth down 46%. Not in a good place.
EMP starting to drop in numbers and these percentages on these mechs. That is not looking healthy.
Oh, he has leg too.
Mm-hmm.
Open CT, open shoulders in the back. Oh, that.
Saleth, no, don't do it, buddy. Don't do it.
Well, he's smartly getting behind cover. I don't know, Bowser's in a bad place too, because if... Yep,
Oh,
going down. Pasha with the
takes down
BJ3.
Bowser. Saleth, don't do it. You're a young man. Charlemagne losing that arm.
Oh, the rest of the team packing up over there on the other side. Pasha's the only one back over here. Oh, beautiful strike. Hit Kras 3 times.
Ooh.
I think that was Rick Rom who put that down.
Krasnopetsky down at 57%. Saleth at 39, holding on. Stimrog at 53. Charlemagne at 66. Rick Rom at 66%. Reckless at 54.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
just nodding it.
47. Here goes Reckless. He's down from Krasnopetsky's brutal assault.
Yeah, he was thinking Rick Rom was going to back him up, but then Rick Rom got
And
shot
Charlemagne
from
on Dario right here. Charlemagne down to 60%. Dario down at 72. Ooh, Dario legged. And David takes down Rick Rom. This is woof. Is Dario going to take it? Can he finish off Charlemagne? Oh, that's a 2-on-1 fight. That's David coming to help Dario.
Oh yeah,
Charlemagne
Dario's legged.
goes down. We've got Stimrog and Saleth left on EMP and a full Black Omen team looking like a little worse for wear, but still standing.
Any condition is better than dead.
Hmm.
Navid with the Phoenix Hawk 2 going to try come and kill and finish off Stimrog and the Grasshopper.
David pushing on Stimrog. Stimrog can cover, but David gonna cut that pie. Here it goes. Force of violence, 44% for Stimrog, 69% for David. And the back shot, David executes Stimrog. Just look at the flowers, Lenny. Just look at the flowers.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Oh, and EMP has that huge cap lead.
We've captured resource point
But,
Sigma.
yeah. Not much they can do.
We've gathered
Saleth,
enough
no!
resources.
And Saleth with a self-destruct. GG's.
That's so much life left in you. Hot damn.
That match, though.
You got that right. Let's walk everybody through the damage numbers.
Let's look at the tail of that tape. Pasha doing 308, Dario doing 278, Lizzie doing 580, Navid with 404, Kras with 450, Bear Club with 208, Saleth doing 262, Bowser doing 92, Charlemagne doing $160, Stimrog doing 257, Rick Rom with 481, and Reckless doing 291. That's a thing. Wow. That match, though. Just like we saw with the last one, they lost one, and it kind of just steamrolled from there. Careful was a thing, but it seemed like whoever got that first kill used disadvantages.
Yeah.
Weapons online.
Yeah, oh man, jeez. Only Charlemagne getting 1 component destruction for the EMP side. Kras and Pasha getting 3 apiece. Navid and Dario getting 2. 1 for Bear Claw. 15 team damage being the most from Bear Claw as well. But yeah, just those damage numbers. Just great work by Black Omen JGX. Greatly executed strategy. Man.
And that last match.
I didn't expect this.
No.
But I'm happy to see EMP being put to work. Not to say they've had it easy. They've had some tough teams to fight. Majestic 12, 228 Blackwatch, with JGX coming here, putting the hammer down, and putting out, just like I said, the right strategy, hitting the right guys at the right time, and just taking them out of the fight.
Weapons online.
Yeah, not losing anybody. Yes, we are still on Mining Collective. Hoo-wee.
This
This is intense.
This is rough.
I don't know who does the yelling on the EMP side, but somebody's yelling.
We possibly pop the blood vessel at this point.
Yeah, somebody's having a stroke.
Are you my granddaughter? Do you have my pills?
Tough match for the #1 team. Because they've been so dominant for so long. Not in a good place. Hopefully they can keep their composure. But it's been a long time since I've seen EMP lose 6-0. Looks like they're bringing Chimera in. Let's see if they're doing another swap out here. JGX looks ready. Just chilling. I feel like I could try to explain that on the map
Weapons
strat.
online.
It's only going to be slightly difficult.
I'm glad you could, because I sure shit couldn't.
I hate looking at the map because I always think it's the other way. Because we had... we had... Who in the BJ3? BJ3 up here on the right side. We had... Rick Rom and Reckless. Bowser was up top. We had Stimrog on the far side, D5-ish. It's Grasshopper. We had Lizzie in D3-ish. Somewhere, I don't know where the frickin' that stupid ball tower thingamajiggers. Then a whole bunch of... I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I mean, smartly, they got Sigma and Theta first. We had the lights come up, take Theta, get there with 2 of them. Charlemagne and Sealith were up there. That's who it was. While the rest of Black Omen tried to take pot shots as well as get the angles on the 2 lights on the top deck there. Because I know they hurt. I think Bowser was down to 60% when he dropped off and just basically backed up Rick Rom and Reckless. And then kind of backed off towards the underground part there. And then, oh man, I can't even remember now. Things was happening. A lot of strikes. A lot of damage on Theta.
Trades and flying parts and...
And people started dying.
Blood, spit, and death all over the place.
I think they all came up to D4. And that's when, yeah, Reckless went balls deep into D4 because he thought he had backup, but Rick Rom got sidelined as he came in and seen the homies in the back. They both got massacred. Then they went for Stimrog and then finished off Bowser. And they had a decent cap lead. But yeah, like once they started going down, there was nothing you could do.
So we got a match. 1-2 in favor of Black Omen.
You got that right.
Going in a drop 4. You asked for it. This is what you wanted. I hope you're happy.
I am happy. I like a challenge. Let me see if I can find the old stats for MOR. EMP got 6 guys ready. JGX looks... I mean, they've been ready the whole time, basically. Ah, oh, come on! Just throwing words out of my mouth. Oh, they're ready? Oh, they're not ready.
This is why I don't say things, system.
This is why we keep our mouths shut.
Exactly.
Ah, why do the MOR stats not want to come up?
I just want some pudding, man. Waiting on that 6-man for EMP. Lock up some lances, do our second drop on Mighty Collective. See if EMP can tie it up 2-2, make it a real nail biter.
Yeah.
Kind of honestly what I want to see. You know, as much as I love my Black Omen boys, David and Bearclaw and I, you know, I know them pretty well. They're good guys, a lot of fun to hang out with. But to make it a 2-2 match and draw it out to drop 5, this would be amazing.
Okay, since I just found the tournament page instead, because I know that works. Yeah, EMP went 6-0 in that tournament. Black Omen 3-3, 228 Blackwash 3-3. But the match, EMP did beat Black Omen, but Black Omen had 28 mechs to their 25 in round 2. And then EMP beating Black Omen again, 30-24. Because which drops? Black Omen walked away with 2 drop wins in the first one. Yeah, and then 2 again in game 5. So they were super close back then. Back in MOR.
What are you thinking? Maybe another 2-2, 2-2?
I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna play the way they did, it almost doesn't matter. You just gotta spread out, hold the points, get eyes, and keep them back, right? Because I just feel like in that map, JGX just played a little bit more chill. They just moved where they needed to be, didn't push more than they had to. Whereas, like I said, EMP made the push with Rick Rom and Reckless, but didn't have everybody there, didn't have the right backup, and just it cost them hard. Get. Ash is yelling at them, and he isn't even there. He ain't happy. That's for sure.
So predictions for this next drop, system? What are you thinking, man? What are we gonna see here?
I don't know, man. I mean, I didn't expect a 6-0 by JGX, but we just saw it. So it's hard to say. I'm gonna say Should I even say anything? I'm gonna say 6-4 JGX.
I say 6-4 Black Omen. Black
Yeah.
Omen. They registered as Black Omen.
It's JGX Black Omen.
It's not all JGX. We got some other guys too.
I
We
know
got
what it
D5,
says.
we got
JGX Black
7K.
Omen. Listen
I
here,
don't know.
Bucko.
Don't sass me. I'll cut the rest of that mohawk off.
Yeah, right here. JGX Black Omen. Because Crass is the boss.
You hurt my heart.
Because they were just Black Omen in the last
Looks
one.
like Seleth and EMP are locked in. Waiting on Black Omen.
You don't, man, you don't gotta hassle them.
What's up?
You don't need to hassle them.
I'm not hassling anybody.
Yeah, Lizzie's saying he's gonna get no sleep. I was wondering what time it was there.
It's 6 a.m. already.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yep.
Like I said, Lizzie don't mess around. He takes this shit seriously.
Absolutely.
Weapons online.
For all the fans out there, I'm trying to find out Lizzie's secret right now. Because he's probably been up for 23 hours? 22?
Pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate juice.
They mentioned it earlier. I'm telling you, man. Pomegranate juice is Black Omen's secret weapon.
Oh, what does he drink in... Frick, Leonardo DiCaprio. He's the mafia guy. In Boston.
Cranberry.
Cranberry, that's right. Because he's on his period. Oh, okay, yeah. Kozen's saying Lerm played for Eon and MOR. I thought Lerm God was... I think he's moved around a little bit too. Because I thought he used to play for 228 Wild Ones. I might be drunk. I don't know what I'm talking about anyway, so don't worry about me.
Have we been drinking?
I mean, if I could afford
Weapons
it, yes.
online.
Fair.
I would be drinking the champagne of beers, Miller High Life.
Oh, Jesus, you and the Miller High Life. Anybody out there, please tell him that he's drinking swill.
It's the best of the cheap beers. It's a champagne of cheap beers.
Oh my god. I think I am gonna have a stroke.
Someone here has to. Oh man, we are ready to rock and roll.
Alright. So we got Bear Claw and a Vulcan 5T, Crash Tepensky and a Roughneck 3A, Lizzie and a Grasshopper 5H, David and another 5T, Pasha and a Grasshopper 5H, and Dario and another Vulcan 5T. This is going to be interesting. What do you got over with the MP?
I got Vulcan 5T for Reckless, Imminent in the Assassin 23. I got Bowser in the Warhammer 6D, Chimera in the Warhammer 6D, Rick Rom in the Roughneck 3A, and Seleth in the Assassin 23.
Ooh.
A slightly different deck this time around.
Is this a Brawl deck I see from EMP? Could this be? And they're playing my favorite mech. I definitely want EMP to win this one. I know I'm supposed to be impartial, but they're playing Assassins. System, help me.
I can't help you there. I am impartial to Imperial as well, but I have way more interest in a good fight.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And we've seen some amazing performance. And I mean, we're only kidding, folks. We love both these teams. You know, we each have friends on each team. We watch these performances. Oh my god, the brawls and the strikes are starting already.
I do love all the Mech Warrior players. Ooh, Reckless down to 92%. Must have been whoever's by the nuclear power plant over there. EMP nicely grouped up here. Just on the other side of Theta.
Enemy forces have Sigma.
Oh, they're coming in hard.
Is this it? Is
I
this
swear
it?
to God, is this EMP doing a brawl push?
Oh my god. We have 5 EMP members pushing in, and we got Self and the Assassin 23 back here. Looks like he's going to hit him from the rear. Lizzie doesn't even see him coming. Lizzie, look out! Lizzie! Look out! Rickety Swooty, he's coming for that booty!
Basha down to 73%. They're trying to focus him down as well as Krast, 73.
Ooh.
Yeah, Krast
Crash
goes
down
down.
from Bowser. Here it goes. Pasha down by Reckless.
Oh, Sella sneaking in, skipping Lizzie.
I told you. I told you he was coming in. He was coming in, and Lizzie didn't even see it coming. Oh boy! We got Dario and Lizzie on Selith. Selith on Assassin 23, and Bowser takes down Bearclaw. Oh my god. The sheer brutality. Black Omen's got 2 left. It's a brawl. It's a knockdown, drag-out brawl. Somebody get the sledgehammer. Forget the sledgehammer. Dario's down by a self-destruct. Somebody get a shovel. This one's over. Navid in that Vulcan 5T, 76%. He's trying to gain ground, but it ain't gonna work.
So everyone put this in their calendars. This is one of the few brawl drops that anyone has ever seen EMP do.
Oh my god. I'm in comp, maybe. Rick Rum down to 53%. He's going to fade off a little bit. Cycle out for that armor. Ooh, there goes an arm off of Navid.
Yeah, with that armor, center torso orange, he's hot. Oh, it's going red.
There goes. Ooh, more hits from the SERMs. More
Dodging.
hits from the lasers. And there goes Selith. Throwing dirt on the coffin.
Yeah, EMP not having it this match.
G, boys. G fucking G. We are all damn tied up. We got 2 on Imperial, 2 on Black Omen. That was another 6-0. These boys don't go half at it. They're going full bore. Somebody's getting hurt. Last match. Pride on the line. Bragging rights on the line. These 2 titans of teams. What are we going to see next, system? This was ridiculous.
I mean, tied up going into Candy Network, old school style. Straight out of the tournament books.
51%.
Oh yeah, look at those damage numbers too.
Oh. We got Selith doing 319, Imminent doing 229, Reckless doing 245, Chimera doing 412, Rick Rom doing 389, Bowser doing 273, Navid doing 350, Lizzie doing 433, Dario doing 294, Bearclaw doing 216, Pasha doing 160, and poor Krast with that double deuce of 69 damage.
Weapons online.
Looking at the fresh numbers, Reckless with the 26 total drinks managed. But a beautiful Bowser with 4 component destructions, 3 for Selith and the Assassin 23. Then a bunch of 1s for a bunch of other members like Chimera and Reckless, and Dario, Bearclaw, and Pasha. Yeah, I mean, whoo, man, you don't see a brawl push from EMP that often.
That was glorious. That was beautiful. That was brawl. Here we go. This is it. Drop 5. Let's see what they do. What they move around. I want to see their drops. I want to see what mechs they're playing. I want to see their spawns. This is it. This is number 5. This is
Weapons
Canyon Network.
online.
Man, all tied up. 13 kills to 14 kills. is a nail biter. Can't say anybody has the advantage here.
Nope.
Both have had a 6-0 drop win. Both have had good loss, good wins. Holy crap, snacks.
Can I just go with the pudding?
I mean, yeah, you can dip it in the pudding. Well, I know these boys like to work their strats and meetings. You know, they got the round table discussion. So let's take a look at the map
Weapons
strat.
online.
Because EMP, because what we had? We had Brack, Omen, JGX. Man, I don't even... They were places. Things like that. I don't know. I can't even remember. Things move so quickly. EMP, however, moved up, grouped up in Theta, and then pushed hard over it. I thought they were not going to have a good push through those two ramp areas there. But man, when they pushed in, and we also had, what's his name? Sneaking, it's the wrong arrow. What's his name? Seleth and the Assassin 23 sneaking around back, skipping Lizzie, going right to, I believe, Krasnopeski. And taking him out from behind. Getting the quick finish from him when he was already hurt. And then basically, yeah, just everybody tried to brawl it out here between C5 and Delta 5. And I ain't gonna lie to you, don't see that often. But it is one thing you would never expect. You wouldn't be ready for it. So will we see some Clag? You want to see some Lerms? You want to see it?
I would love to see some Lerms right now. I mean, will it happen? I don't know.
Oh, I can't remember who. I think it was 228 Blackwatch in MOR, and they brought Lerms to their first match. It was either them or Black Omen, and they just freaking massacred the other team.
I think I know who you're talking about. I'm pretty sure.
Unless it was actually JGX versus Black Omen versus 228 Blackwatch. I can't remember. I just remember watching that, and they just killed him, like almost instantly. Nobody expects it, so you might as well try it.
Weapons online.
Dog meat from JGX coming on in. Bear Claw sitting this one out.
I mean, yeah, you got guys who are meant for certain positions, and if being dog meat is it, all hands up on deck to you.
But it's Bear Claw. You don't bench the Bear Claw, man.
You gotta bench somebody sometimes.
Oh, not my Bear Claw. My boy Blue.
I mean, not only is he a good player, he's a great snack.
Indeed, with a nice cup of coffee, maybe light and sweet.
Yeah. And I'll probably get yelled at later for my wife probably heard me. Did you say Bear Claw?
Are we gonna get donuts?
I heard you talking about snacks. Like that's that's
Someone's making a Tim Hortons run later, E.
Yeah, this is why I'm on 228 Snack Watch. All the Eatons. Pilot is not having it with this drop. He's not excited about that drop from EMP. Being one of the best pilots, light pilots in the game, I see where he's coming from, but hey man, that's the way she goes.
Unless there's streaks on deck.
That is correct, yes. Another thing, you wouldn't expect it too much, but... Getka not happy there was no Thanatoses on deck. I mean... Yep. There's reasons, but... It's up to you to prove them wrong, Getka. One mech at a time, buddy. One mech at a time.
Hmm.
Kamikaze giving me some advice. Check your mic cable and headset for loose wire. Listen, I've already checked all this garbage. It's because I'm double push to talk here for some reason. I don't know, man. I gotta figure it out. Sit down with somebody.
I say we just take your equipment, set it on fire, and start over from the beginning.
That is true. We could do that. It is an option.
We'll just start from scratch. We'll get you a new rig, we'll get you a new mic, get you a nice good one too. One of those Audio-Technica 2035s with a nice mixing board. Ooh, mint a premium one, man. Make you sound like a god.
I have a 2020. It's just something else here doesn't like me.
You don't have a 2035.
I do know a guy with a way more expensive mic than me, but I do not want to touch it. Because by I mean more expensive, I mean like Beyonce quality mic. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, this is nice. Oh, I dropped it. I'm just gonna go hang myself. Sorry.
So EMP left the 3 people on the table, figuring out who they're going to take in, who they're going to throw at Canyon Network. This is going to be interesting, man. Match started at 10:30. It's already midnight on the East Coast. This is the last match. This is it. This is for all the marbles. This is for the bragging rights. This is Black Omen versus EMP, tied up 2-2.
I mean, this one could go 20 minutes. This is a big map. There's 3 points, lots of time. This could easily go the full time.
This is true.
There's a lot of places on this map you can use.
Absolutely, and there's definitely variables to this map. Let's not forget that all those comp players, all those cats that really have been in the competitive scene since its inception, since its birth, played in the World Championships, that really stuck it out, that really ran it, had to have played on Canyon Network at least 100 times.
Oh,
at least 100 times. And these are 2 teams full of diehard, hardcore comp players who we know for a fact have seen that, if not more. So this is one of those maps that these teams are going to know exactly what they're doing and how to do it and how to counter every situation and every area. If this is going to be the match to decide it all, this is going to be one hell of a match to watch.
You got that right. And Lizzie's been in this position a few times before, being the third or second place team the first 2 years.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Yep.
I don't remember which place. I know they were top 3, so they know. Like you said, hey, Lizzie alone, hands down, probably has 1,000 drops on this map. Whether it's in lobby or quick drop comp, 1,000 alone. That was in 2 months. Definitely should have brought more snacks.
Snacks.
Or bear claws.
Bear claws.
Who was not in this drop, like you said, getting kicked out for dog meat. More food. See the theme here. I don't know, man. I'm still hoping to see some worms. I mean, we got to see something that pisses the people off.
I would have seen another brawl. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big guy that loves the brawl. I want the nitty gritty. I want to see some people knuckle up. I want to see some broken bones, blood spatter. Let's do it. Throw some hands. Get in there.
Well, I can tell you what the brawl looks like from our end against EMP and JGX Black Omen. It's a massacre. But when it's like I said, JGX Black Omen wasn't ready for the brawl. They weren't ready for that fast a rush with those mechs. If they were, what would it look like? Because that's something I would pay to see. Although it's free right now if they do it, so let's hope for the best.
Fair enough.
EMP finally got 6 guys on deck. Bowser, Chimera, Rick, Rom, Stimwrong, Reckless, and Seleth. Just waiting for them to ready up. I assume JGX knows what they're doing. They're going to be ready pretty quick.
Hopefully. I'm anxious. Again, I'm on the edge of my seat. I want something, man. I want something. Give it to me now. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, they can't even say the right. 390 tonnage. What are they doing? I mean, this is, like I said, this is drop 5, tied up. You got to be sure.
Oh,
You
absolutely.
got to be sure who you got in is the right guy to have in, what you're doing in the strategy, what mech. Everything's got to be perfect. If you're sweating them, bringing ECM or AMS, there's things you got to question what you can risk. It's not as easy as it looks. I wish I had giveaways. Would have killed some time.
You don't have any giveaways?
No,
Oh God, come on. What is this, like your first day?
basically. We've been waiting so long.
And no giveaways, huh?
No. I told you, man. I'm so anxious. I'm just tapping away on my freaking Oculus box. I'm just moving my chair. I'll just get back into my leaning back position here. And wait like everybody else has to. I guess, though, we could look forward. What do we got going on in tomorrow? I don't know if there's any other cast. I know I'm casting tomorrow with Violent Blue, doing White Knight Legion versus Aces Wild, Black Aces. And that's...
White Knight Legion finishing first in Division B in the last tournament.
That is right, yes. An MOR.
And Aces Wild not having a fantastic record. I wonder what that's going to look like.
Well, they're doing okay this season. In this. Where's my stats? Yeah, both teams are 2-2. Doesn't tell me who against, though. Damn it. But that is tomorrow at whatever time it says. 10 o'clock Eastern time. Like I said, me and Violent Blue will be casting that one. And that is it for now. There's no other casts that are booked. Draven's hopefully going to be doing the 228 Death from Below, but the other one got pushed too far back. He never got a chance to do it, so... Yeah, basically.
Waiting for that lock.
Ah, we're so close. So close to the end of this. Could cut the commercial. But you know who this is sponsored by? Champagne and beers, baby. Miller High Life.
Jesus, are you sponsored by them yet?
No. I'm working on it for the rest of my life.
Oh my God.
Gonna do my own tournament. Gonna get that Miller Lite sponsor. You don't get MC, you get Miller Lights in the mail. Just let them know people are getting...
Oh shit!
Go
Silas is locked. EMP is locked. Come on, Black Omen. I'm anxious. Again, I'm on the edge of my seat. I want something, man. I want something. Give it to me now. This is
Let's
it,
do
system.
this.
It's happening. They're setting up.
Oh,
You
yeah,
got
I
this.
can't even say the right. 390 tonnage.
So, appreciations?
No, because I caught that last one completely wrong. So I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see how this one plays out.
I guessed.
What'd you guess?
I guessed brawl.
Oh, no, that's right. Yeah. No, someone's got to bring Lerms. I mean, if Browser brings a Trebuchet. Browser? Did I say Browser? Bowser.
I think you said browser.
We can browse over into that LRM mech of his and put in some work. Or will we see an LRM Fafnir?
Here we go.
Weapons online.
Let's do this. Drop 5. Again, to everybody, I'm sorry about my mic issue. I've been trying to work on it. Sometimes it goes away. Sometimes it doesn't. Try to figure it out.
I'll take him out back and beat him with a tree before the night's over. Everything's fine. So I'm looking at Navid in a 5T, Dario in a 5T. Over here we've got Lizzie in a Grasshopper 5H.
I'm staring at a quick draw.
Krasnopensky in a Roughneck 3A, Dogmeat in a Quick Draw 5K, and Pasha in a Blackjack 3. This is it.
Let me sneak over to the EMP side. Stimrog in the Commando 1D, Bowser in the Battlemaster 1G, Chimera in the Grasshopper, Reckless in the Vulcan 5T again, Seleth in that beautiful Assassin 23 of his, Rick Rom in the Roughneck 3A.
Krasna in that Roughneck 3A going junkyard immediately. We've got Dogmeat and Pasha on the hills poking and trading already. Are they doing a control strat? With Lizzie and a Grasshopper, it might be a control strat.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it.
Kappa is under
Timrog and
enemy
that
control.
Commando running for Epsilon. This is interesting.
Yeah, he's just got to worry about Bowser and that Battlemaster. He's got eyes on him as well.
We have gained
Here
Epsilon.
comes Navid going for Theta. Then Dario and that Vulcan 5T. Just sitting on Kappa.
Just losing Epsilon off the bat is not a great place to be. We're trying. And it is just a sliver cap, so... Who the heck? Oh, Chimera's the one getting shot from everywhere. A lot of ER peeps and ER large lasers in this one. Six ER
EMP's got
large for Bowser.
Chimera down to 91%, Reckless down to 94%, Brass down to 95%, Dogmeat down to 90%. Ooh, Frick Rum on this ramp underneath Theta. Dario, Navid, and the Vulcan 5 T's backing off, leaving Rick Rum alone because we got somebody in the back over there, Bowser and that Battlemaster, and Chimera and that Grasshopper just with the Overwatch. This is just all long range, man.
Yeah, I'm watching Sealith here, getting a bit spicy on Theta. Yeah, with 3 streak 6, I don't know if that's... Can still do a lot of work, but those Vulcans, like I said, they're just tanky enough. I don't think anyone's crazy enough to take Theta.
don't know, but Navid and Dario are pushing up with Lizzie and that Grasshopper. This is something. Selith and Reckless are sitting back behind Theta, just up that ramp.
Yeah, Rick Rom on the ramp on the far side too. Just a weird place to be for him. Not a great place to be, but no one's gonna rush him. They got lots of eyes on everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides, truthfully.
Yeah, Lizzie down to 80, Dogmeat down to 83%, Brass down to 87, and David down to 86% with the trades, but Bowser's down to 75% already, Stimrock down to 77, Selith on 85, and Reckless on 84. Lizzie dropping to 76%. Low death of 1,000 cuts.
Yep.
And you know, I'm ever so a tiny bit upset we don't have a single mech with worms.
I was about to mention that too. There are no LRMs on this map. It's a bit sad. I feel like they could have been properly utilized on this one. So far, 4 minutes going by, utilizing the time correctly. I mean, caps are not a big deal at this point. Once you start taking a few mechs out, though, that might be the time to touch one more cap, if it's on the way.
Bowser down to 70 with Chimera, Reckless down to 76%, Rick Rom down to 92, Stimrock down to 65. Over in Black Omen, we got Dario at 83, Crass down to 80, and Lizzie down to 76. We got strikes going off, we got lasers burning.
Well, I think Rick Rom's in a bad place, too. He can't really get out of here unless he goes to the other side of... keeps following the trail back towards Gamma, just so he can get up the hill.
With those high mounts on the Roughneck, I don't know if he really is in a bad place. He can poke and trade, and if he's got backup from his buddies there, if they try to rush him, they're going to have a really bad day.
I just wonder because he's staying low so much.
Well, yeah, if he pokes his head up, he's going to get smacked with those large lasers, man. He pokes and he drops. He pokes and he drops. That's all he can do.
That's true. I just don't think he can utilize or be utilized as much as he wants to.
Krasnopensky down to 75%.
Oh, Seala's taking some hits on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Rick Rom risking it too here. Oh my god! Oh, down at 74%. Seala taking some hits as well, trying to help him get in.
Rick Rom down to 71. Crash down to 67. Simrog and Reckless pushing that 5T on Krasnopensky. Ooh, Crash down to 47%, losing that torso. Here we go. Oh, Crash is down. First man down.
And Stimrog's not in a good place either, but he's still that Commando 1D duck and dive, and you should be okay.
Dario and Navid coming to fight Stimrog and Reckless, but Dario's dropping back. These guys aren't fighting. They're trying to bait these two in. Why didn't they push on them? Why didn't they take that brawl? Selith down to 56%, Stimrog down to 69, Chimera 67%, Bowser down to 68. It looks like Black Omen, other than being one man down, which we've seen before, usually means the match. I don't know though. This is close. The damage on EMP is substantial, but Black Omen is missing a set of guns.
Yeah.
That's another part missing. Stimrog down to 39%. That looked painful. Rick Rum at 59%. Reckless at 57%. Jesus.
Oh, like I said, yep, Stimrog going to take Theta. And they got it. So now, JGX Black Omen's got to be smart about what they do here. They got to start...
He's at 60%. Getting taken out by Chimera. That's 2 down.
They got to finish.
Oof. Dogmeat out. Wide out in the open now to 50%. This isn't good. This isn't good. 47% for Dogmeat. Reckless at 57%, Cell at 56%, chasing down Dogmeat, taking out a torso. He's down, and he's down by Selith. That's it. Stimrog coming up against Dario. They could do this. They've got 3 left with armor. And all they need to do is isolate. And I spoke too soon.
Oh, it's so close. Bowser's in such bad shape.
They're all in such bad shape. A couple component shots. A couple smacks here and there. Pasha down. Neva, the last one left.
Trying to take a Stimrog.
Maybe. Self-destruct by Bowser. Stimrog at 19% and Neva's down. I know what the numbers say. The numbers say 5-0, one-sided match. But those damages were so close. Everybody was so open. We gotta head over to the Discord system. We gotta talk to these guys.
Yeah, Chimera was 626. Holy crap.
That was a brutal match. Brutal match. I don't even want to read those numbers. Let's head over to the Discord, man. They can see those numbers for themselves. Let's do this.
See you soon. Microphone sound muted.
Weapons online.
Oh man, that was a good one.
That was rough. That was, oh my god. That was a 3-2 victory. And here we go with Bowser. Bowser, how's it going, man? Happy Friday.
Pretty good. Happy Friday.
What a match, man. That was edge of my seat mech on mech action, dude. How do you feel, man?
Could have been better, but not bad.
Okay. So, let's talk drops.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, man, the brawl push on mining. What led to this decision?
We just wanted to mix it up a little bit. I mean, it was something we already had planned. We've already practiced it, and obviously other teams have done it too. So it's kind of a logical thing to do on that map, I feel. So given how badly we lost the first game, I was like, okay, we need to just do it, to be honest. Okay. That was pretty much our thought process.
All right. Now, what were you guys thinking as you got ready for tonight's match? What were you scrimming for? What were you prepping for? What was... give me an inside look into the mindset of EMP, if you don't mind.
Honestly, most of our practice is on Grimplexus. We wanted to get Grimplexus right, and we kind of did, kind of didn't, as clearly evidenced by the way the game went. Like, the first one was okay, and the second one was, like, totally not, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
So, we can speculate, we can look at your matches, we can see what you guys are doing, but we can't hear your comms, and we don't know what's going through your minds when you pick mechs, when you pick positions, when you push, when you draw in, when you try to react. So I gotta ask, I don't want to armchair quarterback this. Can you walk me through what you guys were thinking on Grimplexus? What were you guys practiced for? What were you waiting for? What were you expecting?
So we were expecting pretty much what they did on drop 1, and to pretty much crush Kappa if they tried to resist, which they did, and we pretty much won that light fight handily. And then that they would push up on the 10 line, because it's the thing most teams do, and then we just move forward from there, pretty much. And that's it was honestly kind of textbook. Like, we just won the light fight, and then our lights just kind of came behind, and that was kind of it.
Okay. That sums it up nicely. And I mean,
it was honestly a pretty simple execution.
Right. All right. So, Grimplexus 2. They employed a fatal funnel. There was a draw and a push. What happened?
Honestly, their strategy was really good. We did not expect to. We had never practiced for or expected. I don't think any team's ever done it either, which is 2 Annihilators and then the super heavy Kappa presence. So even though we have that Streak Assassin, which is supposed to help us win that fight, like, it's not going to win 2v4. So we literally
Absolutely.
just had to throw them away at that point, and we were automatically on the back foot. It kind of just went downhill from there. We, instead of going left, pushing on the Annihilators, we went right, and it was...
Walked right into a fatal funnel, man. That was rough. But still, better played than I would have seen half a dozen other teams do, so even losing you guys made it look good. I got one more set of questions for you, and then I'll leave it to System if he's got anything for you. I saw two mechs in particular. One, my favorite chassis in the game, of course, the Assassin, and two being the Blackjack 3. Can you explain to me those mech choices?
Blackjack 3, so we were supposed to have like a more aggressive focus. It kind of didn't really materialize, to be honest, as I think everyone clearly saw. We just kind of got pushed back, out-traded almost, I would even say. Probably, actually. And I took a ton of early damage. I misplayed that heavily, personally. I took a ton of early damage in the Blackjack. Got down like 70-something% open torso, one shot. Stemrog did not trade efficiently in his Grasshopper, so I would definitely say we got out-traded. We got too aggressive when those Roughnecks moved up.
And that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I think we really wanted to kill them. I did, at least. I really wanted to kill them. But I think we could have made it happen, honestly. I think we could have, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, in hindsight, though, the Blackjack 3 should be ERPPCs. The way they're doing it the right way. I'm not. It should be ERPPCs because it gives you so much more map control.
Okay.
And more versatile positioning. If you get pushed, you can still fight. It doesn't have to be XL. It can be faster, blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of advantages. And the extra damage is kind of irrelevant because you hit a dude like 3 times with PPCs in the same component and he's already wrecked anyway. So it's
absolutely
60
agree.
damage to 90 damage. The difference isn't that. I mean, it's there, but it's not like insanely huge. So
yeah. So Assassin 23, what was the thought process behind it? Why grab the Assassin 23? Why streaks?
Well, the streaks were something we practiced extensively to win that capital fight, which it worked very, very well in the first match, and then obviously it didn't the second match because of overwhelming numbers. It's just a really good streak carrier. Like I don't remember. No, we played with streak mechs before, and we've at least tested them out. I believe we've taken them at like Streak Kentaro or something to actual matches, and like that's 5 streak 6s or 4 streaks in a 4 streak 6s in a 4. So the Assassin, it's just a couple less streaks on a way more mobile chassis. It's much harder to get kited. It's much easier to put huge amounts of pressure in the lights. It's easier to stay away from a Kentaro than it is an Assassin, and the Assassin's a lot cheaper on tonnage. So it's pretty much just the most efficient streak boat if you're going to go with streaks.
It's tanky, it's fast, it's mobile, it's agile. It's why it's one of my favorite chassis. I totally agree with you. System, you got any questions?
Oh, hello, Crass.
Yo.
Oh, hey.
How's it going?
System, you got any questions for Bowser before we go on a Crass?
What was it like being down 2-1? Because you guys have had it pretty good in MOR. You've had it pretty good here, and this one was... I can't see you guys weren't ready, because things are going to happen. Things always happen. But what was it like for you guys being down 1?
We just knew that I think we could win the next 2, or the next sets or whatever, and pull it out. So I don't think it affected many of us, to be honest. We were just like, tighten up, pull our shit together and just go. I think that's what I was feeling in ways, and I think that's what the rest of everybody was feeling. Like I didn't care that we were 2 down. So to be honest.
Bowser, thank you very much. For those of you that don't know, Bowser is also a Twitch streamer, very helpful to the community, very giving of builds and helping out with strats and helping newer players.
You are too generous. You are too generous. I barely play this game.
If you guys haven't followed him on Twitch, do yourself a favor. His Twitch channel is Bowser1313. Give him a follow, show him a little bit of love. Crass, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, good.
These matches were amazing, man. How did you feel going into tonight? What did you expect? What were you practicing? How did you pick your mechs? What kind of deck setups did you have? Did you have different pilots in mind for different roles? Give me the whole rundown, man. I'm curious. I want to know what you guys were thinking.
It turned out sort of how I expected it. It's very similar to MOR. Whenever we play MP, it seems to be very like the games go either one way or the other, which they did tonight. A lot of like 6-2s, 6-1, 6-0s. So they played out like pretty similar to how I thought it would. Right. As for our drop decks, we did a combination of what mechs we're strong at, what mechs we think are good, what mechs we think EMP would have brought in. basic stuff. Did a bit of scrimming and things, some internals.
Okay.
Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Just the usual grind, trying to keep it up, huh?
Yeah, similar sort of stuff.
I dig it, man. I dig it. Is there anything special you did for this match that you didn't do for others?
No.
No?
Same sort of stuff.
So
always the same.
I gotta ask, man. I saw this drop deck. I saw the strat. Grimplexus, 2 Annihilators, Wolfhounds, and oh my god, that Fatal Funnel, that positioning. Can you walk me through the thought process? Can you walk me through the match? Can you walk me through the mech selection? I gotta hear this, man. That was amazingly played. That totally blew me away.
Yeah, that one we've only done in internals. That was a strategy we're keeping for a stronger team that we thought we'd need it against. Whether that was going to be EMP or Blackwatch or another team that was going to be winning on drops per se.
Okay.
Well, basically, I mean, even though the ISC with 3 cap in 20 minutes, it doesn't often come down to a cap race. Grimplexus is one of the ones where it sort of can. So you basically want to force the team into a position where they either have to push to Annihilators or they have to try and win on caps. And it's pretty hard to win on caps when you've got like 4 light mechs on the field and you get that initial gank, which we got.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty strong strategy and it worked out for us pretty well.
Absolutely. I think it did too. That fatal funnel movement, man, was crisp, clean, to the point I loved it. It was beautiful.
And I mean the timing is key on that, because on other maps, if you did something that you might get caught out if they push, your two Annihilators. But because of the size of Grimplexus, you've got time to get your light body back to the Annihilators, so you can't really push on them with the conventional deck, unless like the other team stacks like XL Crabs or something. It's never a problem with the timings to go and support the Annihilators. Yep.
I got you. So, Canyon Network, talk to me. What were you thinking? What were you doing? Series of 5, everything's all tied up. You guys are ready to go. This is like, big dick swinging time, all or nothing. What were going through your minds?
No, just what we had planned for it. I mean, just execute it properly. We basically, at the end, EMP worked as a team for the final drop, and we didn't. So that was it. I mean, they did a nice pressure push on the Epsilon side, and we didn't have a strong enough answer for it. Our lights or our fast-moving mediums didn't put enough pressure, I thought, on their rear or their collapsing flank. And they got the early gank on me because I was sort of isolated over there, and we didn't punish them enough. Like, we didn't kill their light mechs off from that. And that was pretty much it. They just killed us one by one. Yeah, it wasn't really anything. We didn't do anything out of the ordinary again. It was just exactly what we had planned, pretty much. Okay. I had to decide between whether I wanted to take the Roughneck or the Jaeger mech on that drop, and I ended up taking the Roughneck because I'd been playing it in the earlier drops. And it would have been the Jaeger mech would have been so weak against like what EMP had, the Echo 5 Battlemaster anyway. Mm-hmm. It would have just shot my arms off at long range. So I think it was the right choice.
And the Roughneck's just so tanky in comparison. It's got armor for days.
Yeah, and a lot of its weaponry is all in the torsos, so you can't easily isolate any part of it to destroy its weaponry. Fair enough. It lasted a lot longer in that situation than a Jaeger mech would have. And I don't think the Jaeger with AC2s or Ultra 2s or whatever you want to put on it would have done necessarily any better in that situation. So pretty good.
System, you have anything for these two gentlemen?
Not really, no.
Honestly, though, I have to say your Grim drop 2 was fucking brilliant. None of us in EMP expected that, to be honest. I mean, in hindsight, maybe we should have, but it's like it was really fucking well played. No one's even played that deck, actually. I don't think anyone has played an Annihilator, light spam deck before in the whole league. So yeah, that was actually like not even something I actually thought of at all. So that was actually really good.
Yeah, we were debating whether we should take it twice, but in the end, I wanted to, run the sort of regular strat that everyone had been running once, and hopefully we can either win or lose that. We end up losing that pretty badly, but I figured if we did it twice, the second time it would have sort of been like, you guys would have taken the time to figure out a counter for it in case we did it again. Yeah, it's a nice strat. I like it.
So, anything for each other? And anything else you guys want to discuss?
No. Well played.
Not
well played
particularly.
to you guys. You,
well played to you guys. The drops you took off.
Yeah, they were good. They were good games.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for streaming, guys, too.
No
Oh,
problem.
absolutely.
Thanks.
It was honestly a pleasure. This is like the match that I've been looking forward to. And you guys did not disappoint. This was amazing and tons of fun to watch. Gentlemen, thank you so much for putting on a great show.
Yeah, great.
Thank you for
match.
casting. Thank you for casting and streaming.
Have a good night.
Well, system, that's it.
That's it. What
That's
a
the
match.
show, man. Like, I don't... I can't even. I'm at a loss for words. That was amazing. That was tons of fun. Ladies and gents out in the audience, I hope you guys had a blast with this just as much as System and I did. It was a great time. It was a lot of fun. And we hope you guys come back for more.
Yeah, beautiful 3-2 win for EmpyreaL over JGX Black Omen. 19 kills to 15 kills. Some great drops in there. Like I said, some blowouts, some good, pleasurable matches to watch. I was excited. Great drops. So I will see everybody tomorrow for White Knight Legion versus Aces Wild Black Aces, me and Violent Blue. We'll see you there, Cyclone. Thanks for co-hosting. Good to have you. Glad to be here all the time, buddy.
Absolutely, sir. It was a pleasure casting with you as usual, my friend.
So
Y'all have a great night. Peace, love, good vibes, and remember, I will catch you on the battlefield, Mech Warriors.
have a good one.